We good? We good. Is it gonna grab it? It's gonna grab it? Nope. No, it did not grab it. Come on. No, no, Come on, there we go. Good enough. Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back with some more Quest for Glory. Oh, if I grab the fucking window, it does this. That's great. DOS box, everybody. So, we're back with some more, and wow, that's fucking loud. Sorry about that. Also, I think, yeah, my volume's a little loud on my side. So, last time we did a variety of things, such as saving Igor from being, I guess Igor was just going to die from starvation underneath the gravestone, but at least he would have already been in the grave. We also saved the gypsy, whose name we do not know, because he was going to be burned at the stake. And we get to see that timeline. That timeline ended with everyone in the village getting cursed to death. Kind of rightly so. I don't know. But today... Oh, and we also met Anna, who is very much a ghost. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to train.
The werewolf threat has ended.
That's true, Burgermeister.
Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems it was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
Those guys just wanted to fucking murder someone publicly. Well, let's talk to the Burgermeister a little bit before we...
The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east.
In case we never found it, I pointed it out.
I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now.
Oh, one thing we didn't try was sneaking in and releasing him ourselves by picking the lock on the cell. We talked about it last time. Maybe I should have tried it. Not that important. This is the better way to do it because we proved he's innocent and alleviated some of the fears of the townsfolk that, you know, Igor's alive and the gypsy isn't a bad guy.
The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear.
Or is it the shadow of darkness?
There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
Fair enough. Why don't we go and do our daily training? Since we're no longer in imminent threat of a solid game over, we need to just bulk up. We need to finish bulking up, actually. So let's see how much we can do today.
This is a little...
Ooh, we're on our last set. Perfect.
You pick up...
That makes things easy. We no longer have to come in here. Other than for the chief in the back room.
Your legs are...
Just gotta fix my cursor. And get a little bit of rest.
After...
Now, I think you can get more strength than this by, like, fighting and doing things like that. But this is definitely the quickest and easiest way to get high strength. And also to get a cat butt right in the camera.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this one.
Right in the camera. Oh god, the fur's everywhere.
Up. Up.
And you might say, she's probably looking for dinner. I gave her
After
dinner.
some rest, you
I made sure of it. She's just always
think
hungry.
you've done about as much stair-stepping as your body can handle.
I think we're done.
You think
Yep, nothing else we can do here. Which means we should be able to force this open.
the case is totally...
I don't know where the force open went, but I guess we're just gonna break it open instead. Fuck it.
You break open the front of the case. A Avoiding the broken glass, you pull out the sword. It looks like a fine quality weapon.
It shows an opening, but, you know, whatever. So let's see. Why is this weapon different? It replaced our other sword, the one we found on the corpse. It's just a fine sword. You have a high-quality, well-balanced sword from the Urgent Care section of the Adventurers Guild. Well, fuck it. We've become very strong, Saint. Also, how you doing? And now we're even stronger with a big good sword. And with this big good sword, we're gonna help Nikolai. Just gonna no. Let's talk to him.
Yes, well, I
Same dialogue from
Honor has
him.
been-
But if we talk at him, we can tell him about his ghost wife.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
I'm sure that everything's gonna be fine now. He'll do great in the forest. Look at how quickly he moves. Well, why don't we check on the doctor while we're here? Nikolai can sort himself out. You know, he's a grown-ass man, right? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh, hey, this is different.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
I mean, he's made a real Frankenstein, so that's something.
It doesn't say much. Could it be? Has Dr. Cranium at last succeeded in the ancient dream of bringing back life to the dead? Or is this just someone who had a little too much to drink at the Mad Doctor's party last night? Better table that idea for now.
Well, I guess we'll just have to talk to him about it.
The MESS is my patented
Oh, we already
magnetical electrical
talked about
stimulation.
that one. But what about Frankie?
I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball.
So, the weird differences between, like, Dr. Cranium and the rest of the world, it's like Mordavia is medieval, but if you go a couple cities over, it's just like a modern city, and there's like scientific colleges that you can just go to and show off your... It's such a weird universe if you try to take it all in as a whole. But, well, is there anything else we can do for you for like science? We can grab a healing potion. We can grab a poison cure. Gonna grab an empty flask for fun, and
Experiments are the meat.
nothing else. Okay. I think he's fine for now. I can't actually remember if there's anything we need from him other than that rehydration formula, which we got, so.
I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
So this motherfucker's the one who grabbed the bush out of Arana's garden and put it next to the dark one cave. It's like, we figured that mystery out. It's a really minor mystery, but someone had to have done it. It was pretty, like, purposeful. So, let's go to the gypsy camp next. Because we need to talk to them and be like, hey, you know, I saved you. What's up? Who are you? Why'd you know, what's going on? And then they can tell us about the Rizalka. And maybe about Baba Yaga, but I think that's mostly the Funny Bones guy, or whatever the hell. I actually always forget the Jester's name. The Jester's an odd one. And I'm hoping it takes us until nightfall to do what we're about to do.
Hello.
Well, I'm gonna ignore the Lishi for now. We'll deal with him later. I'm expecting to just get attacked, but if we do get attacked, we'll get attacked by, like, what, a rabbit? Not exactly threatening. I always forget if I have to go all the way up and then right. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, this might be it, or am I crazy? I'm crazy, it's to the right. Yeah, here it is. Now, he should be here this time, instead of just a bunch... Ah, there he is. Look at that saunter.
Greetings and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger no longer. When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now, I will make you the leader of our camp.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the music. What? His chin isn't nearly as pronounced here.
So, you are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life. You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our Davy.
Davy.
And I believe we will owe you for things to come. Welcome. I am the fortune teller. I will teach you a spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again. I think you will find this most useful in your questings.
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Now, let us learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
So that R spell is something I thought we already had. But it turns out we super didn't. But which one is it? Collide. Where's Aura? These symbols aren't really that great. Oops. Is this it? No. Do we not learn it here? Oh, there it is. It's just like a little fire, I guess. Not a big deal. But when we're fighting things like wraiths, they will just kind of drain our health. Aura prevents that, which is really nice. And we will be fighting more wraiths, at least one. So let's talk to Davy first.
We gypsies are not werewolves. We are shapeshifters. We take on the form of wolves for hunting. You can call me Davy. Names are very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly.
It's a lot of names.
Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you.
Well, that seems important to know.
We are roving traders. Our home is our wagon and campfire. We would have left this valley long ago if the flooding had not washed away the road and filled the mountain pass with swamp. The road from the town used to lead to the pass to the southwest. That was the only way in and out of this valley. The swamp is an ill place, and we gypsies stay far from it.
He is, isn't he? Hey, Maduck, how you doing? So, they don't have much to say about the swamp or any of that.
I was borrowing some corn from the corn stalks outside the town when the burgomeister and some townsmen came from the gate. I moved behind the corn stalks to stay out of their way. They looked to be heading to the graveyard. Then, one of them pointed at me and shouted, and suddenly, they all grabbed me. I had no chance to run. I had no idea what was going on. I knew gypsies were disliked in the village, but I did not know we were so feared.
Yeah, that sucks. They're just hanging out and suddenly everyone's saying, oh god, the werewolves, gotta kill them. I mean, they blame the gypsies for the daughter's death. I forget her name. Is it like Claudia or something?
There are many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily. She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there. Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
Okay, so Baba Yaga loves food. We need to make sure we have food with us when we talk to her.
The Rusalka of the lake near here has been dead for many, many years. You cannot bring her back to life, but you can free her spirit. Our legends tell of the way to free the spirit of one who was murdered. First, she must know who she was and remember how she died. Then you must take the hair of the dead woman and weave it into a broom. You beat the broom 3 times upon the murderer's grave, and he will come forth.
Okay, that's specific.
This act can be very dangerous. Now, if the ghost of the murderer rises, it will attack you. So you must be ready to destroy it. The last thing you must do is to give the spirit that which she truly desires. Then, at last, her spirit will be freed, and she will rest.
So, to recap, we need to tell her who she is and why, and I guess how she died. As long as we tell her who she is, she'll remember how she died. We have to then take some of her hair and into a broom and beat it on the murderer's grave, which will cause him to attack us. And then we have to give her what she really wants, whatever that is.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death, and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful.
That sounds fucked.
I will read your fortune in the cards, if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value. But I warn you, no future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life.
We should probably get a fortune read after all this, after we talk to her about everything else.
This valley has always been a nexus of power. Magic is very strong here. My people for generations come here to renew and strengthen their ties to the mystical way. dear, we are not the only ones drawn by this power. The magician Irana created a magical refuge here. Others, more dark, were drawn here as well. Oh, be wary and watchful at all times here. The magic of this land has become twisted, and there are many dangers around you. Oh,
Oh, I got extra O.
there are many places and things of magic around here, and I am certain you will come across them in your travels.
It'd be impressive if we didn't find a single magical thing until this point.
Irana was a powerful magician who came from this area. There is a garden in the forest which she created. Oh, it is such a place of safety for all who visit there. It is said that her final resting place is near here as well. Her staff stands in the town and protects those within the walls from outside harm.
Well, we're pretty sure, based on the Diary of Piotr, or however the fuck you say that name, pretty sure she died in the Dark One's cave. I don't know where her body went, but that's where she died.
There are some things about which even I dare not speak. Even thinking about such creatures attracts them. Let us hope that you never need know of such matters.
That's why we're here. We're literally here to deal with that problem, whether we like it or not. So I think we talked about the valley. Werewolves?
Creatures of
Okay.
the night, shapeshifters, skin changers. We are man or beast by our own will. To run on four legs, to howl at the moon, to chase the terrified prey through the hills. This is what it is to be truly alive. Oh, oh, the legend of the werewolf is but a folk tale. We change our shape when we choose, not because the moon is in some silly phase. We are the beast with the mind of a man, and a man with the mind of a beast.
Oh, that'd be terrible if that was
It is
literal.
not normally our way to speak so freely to outsiders. So why do I say so much to you? Because you need to know we are not your enemies. You have too many questions that cannot be answered, and your ignorance may be your doom. There is much to you. Your actions to come will affect us all. Do not doubt it. Therefore, I will speak honestly and openly on what I can. Now, I can see by your eyes that our future is linked to you, for weal or woe.
For wheel or woe? I've never heard wheel before. Well, I don't remember ever hearing about it before, so that's an interesting word.
We are the roving people, the thinkers and traders and tellers of fortunes. We are the dancers in the night and the music in the wilderness. We are the untamed ones who live only by our own rules. We own no land, and no land owns us. The world is ours for the travel.
Oh, well, that's fair.
You may call me Magda. That is the name I go by with you gorgeous.
Gorgio is the word we call anyone who is not a gypsy.
I've been waiting for that line to happen, because for some reason, completely fucking different voice actress?
You may call me Magda.
Like, what? Compared to...
We are the roving.
It's just, it's a different person. I don't know why. And it's only for like a couple lines. Alright. Let's just open up to this fortune teller woman and be like, hey, I had a bad dream. Can you make me feel better?
You tell her about the frightening dream.
Dreams are messages. Such a message may be obscure or meaningful, depending upon the sender and the dreamer. The meaning of this dream may be clearer when you have had more of them.
Okay.
You tell about how you got there.
The dark cave? You escaped from there? Ah, you are very powerful and lucky. I would guess that a summoning spell went wrong. That cave interferes with all magic around here. But it is best not to speak of that cave. Someone brought you here for some unknown purpose. Most interesting.
To be fair, we kind of bumbled our way out of that cave. We also didn't come here with any equipment, so if we hadn't found, like, I don't know, the knife or the torch, that may have been a completely different ending for us.
You tell the gypsy
We are honored to know your name.
It is a good name, a strong name. You'll bear it well.
Sure. Let's try the fortune telling.
Now, you listen to the words of an old gypsy fortune teller. You will initiate this reading of the cards. The shuffling and cutting attunes the cards to those vibrations which surround you. You do not control the cards, nor do I. It is the cards which show what they choose to show. I will reveal to you the meanings of the cards. It is up to you to interpret how they affect you. You may reveal the first card.
I feel like this is gonna go really fast for some reason. Oh, never mind. Knight of Swords.
The first card is the significator. It is the symbol of the subject of the reading. This is the Knight of Swords. This card represents a person who is courageous and skilled. This is one who holds the ideal of chivalry and goodness. One who is willing to face death gladly, to uphold what he knows is right and true.
Sounds like a hero.
This card clearly represents you, and therefore this reading is about you. The cards which surround the significator represent the influences which affect your current situation. This next card represents something from the distant past, which is relevant to the here and now.
Which we might not get.
Turn over this card and reveal the influence of your past.
Because we didn't play the other 3 games on stream. And it's probably only going to reference, like, the second or third game, to be honest.
This card is the High Priestess. It is inverted, which means the meanings too are turned upside down. The High Priestess is some woman of your past. She is a person of selfishness and passion. Someone who seems to be very powerful, but her knowledge is limited by her own conceit. Turn over the next card to reveal more of this individual.
Okay. Wait, it's sideways. Oh, it's supposed to... Okay, never mind.
Coins. Now that is the card of the miser. This woman of your past has power, but uses it selfishly. This is a person who cares only of her own needs and wants, and does not care what she does or how she influences others. This person is one who, as long as you satisfy her needs and vanity, will be willing to aid you, providing it does not require any amount of effort on her part. However, if you act against her, her vengeance will be swift and violent. This is not a person to disregard, and she plays an important part in the events around you. Reveal the next card.
So that's definitely Baba Yaga. Like, no question. So this one's about the present.
This is the inverted King of Coins. This is an old and vicious man. Someone who is willing to use any means to attain his desires. Someone who is dangerous and cannot be trusted or underestimated. Reveal the next card, that we may learn more of this person.
The Devil.
The devil. This is indeed an ill omen. This person is influenced by black magic. A man of power and dark desires. Yet the devil is a sign of bondage and subservience. And this person has faced unexpected failure of some sort.
Interesting.
This is someone of great evil. Someone who cannot be trusted. This is one who'll bear you ill will, yet is somehow prevented from harming you or gaining his revenge. For now. Should he gain his freedom, this man will seek to destroy all which stands between his goals and himself. Turn over the next card to reveal a surrounding influence.
So whoever that person is, sounds like the person who may have summoned us here. And that fucked up, and for some reason they haven't come after us since. At least not yet.
Ah, the Queen of Cups. Again, there is a female influence in your present. This is a woman of wisdom and love. She is kind, generous, and virtuous. Let us see what next the cards reveal of this person.
I can't even... I don't know what that said.
The star.
Oh, the star.
It is a symbol of hope and spiritual influence. Now, this is a woman in touch with her magical nature. She is gentle and loving, yet there is great strength within. This is a woman who generates hope and help through her actions. The next card reveals the overriding influence upon the future.
So that's probably Arana. The only other female that we know of could be the fortune teller herself, but the fortune teller is really not that magical. And the only other one would be like Katrina, but she hasn't helped us. And though she is magical, and she taught us magic, I wouldn't say she's good or bad. She's just kind of a little friendly. That's about it. But compared to Arana, Arana is very magical and is very helpful to everyone.
Ah, the Queen of Swords. She is a woman of wit and skill, yet she has suffered through terrible hardship, and she is marked by her suffering. Oh, she faces her sorrows bravely, but with a deep, deep loneliness.
Hey, Zozark.
The next card will tell us more about her.
I was actually going to ask you if this was any kind of real tarot card reading. The fuck? Moon?
The Moon. It is the card of deception. This woman is a deceiver, or is deceived by her own beliefs. This card also reveals the magical nature of the woman. This is the strength which sustains her. Oh, she is either surrounded by false friends or seeks to betray you herself. She is the victim or the villainess. The final card will reveal the influence which will most affect you.
It just shows a pro gamer. Just on a card. So that... We don't know anything about Katrina. She's appearing friendly, but we don't know anything about her. We don't know who the main villain is. We have some minor guesses. There's been some minor hints here and there of who it could be, but we may not have even met the main villain yet. Unless Katrina's the main villain, in which case, you know, yes, it's her. But we don't actually know.
The Void. About this card, I will not speak. I must meditate upon its meaning. This tableau shows the influences surrounding you. These people will affect your life for weal or for woe.
I need to look up the definition of the word wheel.
It is up to you to determine how and what effect they will have upon you. That is all that the cards and I can reveal at this time.
So Void is...
Make what you will of your fortune. I will speak no more of it.
The Void card is just a card the manufacturer forgot to put anything on, so it's just blank. That's all it means. Like, she thinks it's a special card and created meaning for it, but inside it doesn't actually matter.
You say goodbye.
Ah, you weary of talk. Good. You are a guest with us tonight.
Thank you,
Let us
Joe.
join the others for food, drink, and dance.
I fucking appreciate it.
I hope you will enjoy the hospitality of my people.
Oh, they're gonna show us some hospitality,
You spend
alright.
the evening in the joyful company of the gypsies.
I hope you guys are fucking ready for this.
The gypsies seem to have gone all out to make you welcome in their camp. You've eaten a rich, spicy stew with no garlic, with fresh bread and plenty to drink. Now it's time to relax and enjoy.
Alright, I can't control anything.
Come, is she not beautiful? Ah, why do you hesitate? Go, join in the dance.
If you say so, Chin Man. Look at these moves.
After hours of carousing with the gypsy wolves, you find yourself curling up into a comfortable position near the fire pit and sinking into a deep and dreamless sleep.
There's a lot of implications there. Carousing. The carousing with all those wolves. Hey, we're not the hero. The hero has his own motivations and apparently fetishes. We can't, I mean, whatever. Between two consenting adults and shapeshift, one consenting adult and one consenting adult shapeshifter. I mean, hey. Like, what?